Welcome back to the KIX 96.5 Morning Show. We love featuring artists you should know about. Today we're heading to Billings, Montana to chat with singer-songwriter Austin Martin from Austin and the Herd. Austin's from Billings, Montana. He graduated from Central Catholic. He's been grinding on music for the past decade. He started in pop and R&B. Now he's focused on his roots with country music. And you can check him out tomorrow night as he's playing at the Pub Station in Billings. You can go to thepubstation.com to get your tickets, $15. It'll be the best $15 you spent all year. We're excited to have Austin Martin from Austin and the Herd on the show. First, Austin, thanks so much for coming on.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
So tell us, Austin, I mean, you start out, I mean, you're younger, you're doing R&B and pop. How did you get back to your country roots?
I think, you always go back to your roots eventually, I feel like. And I've grown up on a ranch and doing all that stuff as a kid. I think I've always had country in me and always loved the music. We were always listening to it growing up. And one day I just decided, I was like, I need to go back country. And I did, and I've had some success with it.
Yeah. You come from a family, your parents were divorced early when you were a kid. There's like six of you. You're the oldest one. Is there any pressure for you to make it more because you're the oldest?
I think there's always pressure for the oldest. Absolutely. I gotta pave the way for my younger siblings and set an example as well.
Yeah. Well, your band, it's crazy because you guys have been touring. I mean, this is like your 7th national tour. Your guitarist is from Billings. Your drummer's from Nashville. How did you get all these guys?
We actually held auditions for a drummer, and there's no better place to go than Nashville. So we had about 6 drummers send us videos, and David blew us away in his audition. So we, obviously chose him, and from there, David got a bass player from Nashville as well, and the rest is history, man. It's a pretty rocking band.
Yeah. How does that work with David being in Nashville? I mean, when you're touring, it's kind of turns into a small country. Do you guys meet at the first date? How do you rehearse?
Yeah. So I usually fly him out about 2 weeks ahead of our first gig, and we rehearse for those 2 weeks, and then we all head out together in the bus.
Okay.
To the first gig, and we try to schedule it accordingly. If we have a show first in Billings, that's what we usually try to do, so that we can all fly to Billings, rehearse, have our first show, and then go from there.
Yeah. You're an independent artist, but man, it's amazing what you've done, Austin. Right now, you're partnering with Feeding America for this Feeding America tour. You've got all kinds of sponsorships we're going to talk about, but how have you been able to do it?
I think touring for 7 years as a supporting act with overtime, that definitely helped. Getting followers and just contacting these guys. Feeding America is such a great nonprofit, and I figured if we could give back while pursuing our dreams, that would be the best way to do it. And through that, we've been able to get sponsorships, pretty big ones actually. And I have a great team behind me. I got a great publicist and great management team in Los Angeles, and we've been working well together. Maybe
it's being the oldest kid. You're used to giving everything away, because you've been giving back. You did some Make-A-Wish shows. You've done one at the pub. You did one in Nashville. Is it? Yep. You got a big heart? What's going on?
I guess so, man. I guess so, yeah. I think like you said, I'm trying to lead by example.
Yeah. Well, there's a cool thing. If you go and check out Austin's Instagram, go and look him up, Austin and the Herd. He's at austinandtheherd.com. He's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Go to YouTube, check out all of his stuff. But you've got a challenge right now. If you imitate your dance, you can win a couple weeks of groceries.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, whoever has the best imitation. You don't even have to be a dancer. But if you can copy that leg move I do, you have a chance to win 2 weeks worth of groceries.
Where did you come up with this, Austin? Because I'm watching the video. I'm like, where did this come from?
I just took some moves that I do on stage, because on stage I don't just stand there and sing. I'm constantly jumping off things and dancing. So I just kind of combined a few different moves I do on stage and turned it into the Feeding America dance.
Yeah, it's something else. You definitely need to go check out the Feeding America dance on his TikTok. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the Feeding the Herd tour is on until December. You got dates all the way to like December 15th. You guys were just in California. How cool was it talking to the kids at the school?
Oh, it was so cool. Man, you've done your homework. That was an experience for me and Marco. That was our first time ever speaking to kids. And as you can imagine, kids say the darndest things, as they say. So it was very interesting, but a very cool experience.
Well, that was what I was going to ask you, because you guys were taking questions from the kids. What was some of the things they were asking you?
Well, they started by asking me, how many followers we have, how many listeners. I had one kid ask me how much money I make, which was hilarious. And we tried to answer to the best of our ability. While the principal, she was watching closely.
Yeah, make sure you were appropriate. Well, it was even cool. You guys were doing autographs on like the kids' arms.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Yeah, they one kid asked if we could sign their sticker, and then of course, the rest of them needed to get a signature as well. So we decided to line them up in the hallway with a small desk and chair, and some kids wanted their arms signed, some kids wanted the pic signed. So it was a really cool experience.
Yeah, it looked like it was awesome, and the kids just were in awe of you guys. So that's always cool. You're from Montana. You grew up outside of Billings. You grew up in Billings. When you're out on tour and you tell people you're from Montana, what's your response?
It's always a good response. I think the show Yellowstone really really boosted up Montana. They assume gangster cowboy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool though. Kind of put Montana on the map, and I think it's a unique place to be from, especially in the music industry, because there's not many people from Montana or Wyoming, even, as you know. So it gets a really cool response.
Yeah, and that is true, because when I go around to people from Wyoming, they're like, "Oh, Yellowstone,
right?
You guys carry your gun, ride your horse. Oh yeah."
Yeah, all that stuff.
It's our own law out in Wyoming, that's for sure. You mentioned Overtime, your relationship with Overtime. You opened for him in Miles City in like 2017, and the rest is history. Mm-hmm. What's it been like? He's kind of been a mentor to you.
Very big mentor. Yeah, he showed me the ropes. He taught me the ins and outs of the business and how you can do it independently, successfully. And also, he got me 100 shows a year, which really helped me hone in my live act, where you see those dances come from and all that, which I think as any artist, you just need practice. And the best way to practice is in front of an audience on a tour with 100 shows a year.
Yeah, for sure. You guys did the song Sweat and Blood. It's a killer song, because if you know anything about independent artists or an independent artist out there, this is it. I mean, the work you put into to make a living, and you guys are doing it. Tell us about the song a little bit.
Yeah, so we actually filmed the music video out at my ranch, my dad's ranch in Park City, Montana, and to kind of portray the sweat and blood. But the song is about, sweat and blood. That's what it takes to be an independent artist, or any artist, really, to get to any level. And it takes 100% full commitment, and that's kind of what we wrote the song about.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what I was going to ask you where you shot the video, I figured that had to be your dad's ranch, or...
Yep. In Park City, it's called Square Butte Ranch.
Yeah, go check out the video. It's awesome. Sweat and Blood by Overtime, featuring Austin Martin. Well, we mentioned the sponsorships a little bit. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. Brett's RV. Did they hook you up with a new ride?
They did hook us up with a new ride. Yeah, shout out to Brett's. We got Stockman Bank, Shipton's Big R, and State Farm, and then like national sponsors. We got Coca-Cola and Ford and CBS. So we're really excited. This tour is kicking off strong. We're hitting every like feeding San Diego, feeding Los Angeles. We're helping bag groceries in the morning, and then hitting shows at night. and playing on the news, and it's been a really cool experience, something I haven't experienced yet on tour, so there's a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, keeping it interesting, that's for sure. Country Drunk, when did this come to you? How did this song, I mean, you got to have a drunk song, you got to have a drinking song when you're in country. I mean, this is perfect, Austin. Where did this come from?
Yeah. You know, we were in the studio, and I've had some wild times in my life, and so I kind of started writing about it, and then, the song actually means we're just drunk on country, the culture of country, hard work and all this stuff. But then also, it if you see the video, it is about drinking a little bit too. And I got plenty more stories where that came from coming out in this next album.
Yeah, and you're teasing a song called Wrangler, and I saw you guys did the video, or I think did you already film the video for Wrangler?
No, not yet. We are about to film the video for Wrangler. We just recorded that in Los Angeles last week.
Yeah, because what'd you say? They sent you like 6 boxes of clothes or something?
Yep, Wranglers. Oh, yeah. So Wrangler sent 6 boxes of clothes for our Christmas video back when we filmed it in November. Yeah. But then we just wrote a song called Wrangler 2 weeks ago in Los Angeles. So, we're hoping that Wrangler hears this song and really comes on as a full sponsor.
Well, exactly, and it's running on all their commercials. That'd be
exactly
something pretty sweet. Well,
it would be.
Tonight, Pub Station in your hometown. First, how sweet is it to play in Billings?
Oh, it's so sweet. It's always cool coming back to the hometown, because, growing up here and stuff, it's a smaller town. Even though it's the biggest city in Montana, it still feels like a small town.
Oh, yeah.
And, everyone knows you, you know everyone. And I think when you get a little bit of traction and come back to your hometown and show love, they show love right back. So it's always a special show when we play Billings.
Yeah, you do not want to miss it. Go to thepubstation.com. Go get your tickets, $15 tomorrow night. And it was just announced, a friend of our show here, Juliet Angelo, is opening the gig for you.
Yes.
Have you met her?
And I have not met her in person, actually. No, we've only talked over the phone. But I've heard nothing but good things. I've watched some of her videos, and her and Jillian Nordberg, I think, is from Wyoming. She's opening as well.
Yeah, and I think Jillian opened her Cody show, so they're kind of a little team. But yeah, Juliet's great. Great artist, was a former child star in Hollywood. She's got some stories too. You guys can swap stories.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Before and after the show. The new single, Neon Dreams. Tell us about the song before we play it, Austin.
Yeah, Neon Dreams, just wrote it about, living this life. I mean, on the road all the time, no sleep, and just chasing that dream, that honky-tonk, troubadour, country music dream.
Yeah, it's his neon dream. I saw what was the video you're shooting in California on the private jet a couple months back?
Yeah, that was for our Christmas video.
Okay.
That was insane. Yeah, we were at the Van Nuys Airport. Walking on the tarmac was just by itself crazy. And then we had that private jet. I forget exactly what the model was, but it was nice, luxuriously nice. And then, so that was for Warm Christmas. We'll re-release that video this December.
Okay. Because, I mean, when you're doing a video like that, do you, got to pinch yourself and go, hey, maybe this is actually working out and we're getting somewhere?
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that is exactly what we had to do a few times during that shoot. I felt like I'd already made it where I wanted to be for a couple of minutes there.
Yeah, I mean, you've done some awesome videos, but I was looking at that, I was like, good golly, that had to, you're like, boy, we've made it, guys. Or maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. We don't know. But yeah. So that was a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, we're getting there. Wow. So more music coming. Neon Dreams is out now. Go and see him tonight. The Pub Station show starts at 7 o'clock. You can go see Juliet Angelo, and then Austin and the Herd are the main event. Here is Neon Dreams. Well, first, Austin, you were asking people, should I cut my hair or not? Do we have an answer?
Yeah, no, I am not cutting my hair. I kind of want to just stir the pot a little bit, see what folks were saying.
Exactly. No, keep it long. Looks good right now.
Yeah, I
So,
appreciate it, man.
go and check out his hair tonight at the pub station. Here's Neon Dreams. It's Austin and the Herd. It's KIX 96.5.